Shulim, wenn sich lernen ein bisschen Chumash, Parshas Noach. You know, as the months pass, we hear one warning turns to another one. We grope for some peace of mind, some yeshiva das. But even in the quiet moments, we find ourselves being disturbed with a sense of anxiety or low-grade insecurity, perhaps. So recently I looked back through old articles that I've written, and amongst them I find sometimes tremendous jewels, perhaps even treasures, memories that often get fogged up in the landscape of where we are at this moment in time. But sometimes they swim up as reminders, like isolated trees that hold glistening clarity. At this moment, I would love to caress the special times, the ones that shaped who I am. Now I'm going to share with you just such a memory. One I wrote about many years ago, but it rushes towards me every time we learn Parshas Noach. We were sitting by the Tish Friday night, by the Bava Rebbe, Zechon Bucher, Reb Shlomo, and there would be an oilam, and all of a sudden there'd be some quiet that would descend in the huge crowd. The hour would be late. The oilam, the assemblage, had already sat listening to the Torah, listening to Zmiras. It would be then, just after the last L'chaim, when the Rebbe would ask for a special Zmiras that he had, a songbook, and he would turn the well-worn pages until he reached the spot that he sought. And everyone knew, we all held our breath. Time would come to a standstill. And then the voice of the tzaddik would ring out with the descriptive words of this special nigun, Yom Shabboson, the day of Shabbos. This was a nigun that was sung only twice a year in Bava, on Shabbos Parshas Noach, and that Shabbos of Yisro. And it speaks of a dove that flew out of Noach's teva, out of the ark, to find peace. The world was in chaos. And Noach sends out that dove to see if there's any peace out there. According to the Aish Kodesh, it found dry land on which to rest just before Shabbos. The Yidden are likened unto the dove. For we too seek peace, some kind of sanity and tranquility in the chaos of the storms that have always surrounded Klal Yisrael. And we too find it on Shabbos, the time of true serenity. The other motif of the nigun is about receiving the Torah on Har Sinai. At the time we called out, Na'aseh v'nishma, we will do and we will listen. And with this, we opened up our hearts to the possibility of true peace. The singing of the nigun in Bava was always a highlight. For the Rebbe Reb Shlomo would lead it with such dynamic warmth that one could actually envision the sweet dove flying about, seeking its peace, its safety. Thomas Rambuch didn't have a great operatic voice. His voice sung and stirred from the soul, especially on this niggin, each word. He didn't just sing the niggin, he actually became the words. His voice would soar and it would fling out his arms, and his head would sway with the emotion, and his eyes seemed to be connecting with the Shemayim above. And even today, many years later, that tune, that poignant searching and beseeching still burns in my heart. The Rebbe would sing over and over again the words, Yoina Motza, the dove is finding peace. There it shall find its resting place. Yoina Motza, Vaymanayach. These words are so poignant, yet filled with so much hope. We all seek to alight upon an oasis of calm, and that can only be found if we understand and accept and open our hearts, Nasav and Nishma, to the Torah Kadosh, to what we are as Hashem's children. There's always been storms that sought to blow us off course, and our times are particularly difficult. COVID-19, Corona, call it whatever it is, it's crushing. We all seek peacefulness. We seek that foothold, that sense of Shabbos tranquility. We hear words. There's rumors. This one is sick. This one's not sick. This is God. Wear the mask. Don't wear the mask. I go about and feeling closed inside. Ich sehe a bisschen tranquility, a bisschen shulam, a bisschen quiet. Yoina, Klal Yisrael needs to find a place. The dove flies above the stormy waters, seeking a small foothold. The Torah, Yiddish Shtib, must be the place where a person can be at ease. Shabbos should be a light in a world grown dark and cold sometimes. Sing its neginim, sing its songs, cherish the gifts of Hashem that have been bestowed on us. Speak to our children. Give them mood, give them chizik, give them warmth. Tell them about the flight. Tell them about your own flight, of your seeking of Yoina, of the peaceful dove trying to find this place, and how the Torah has become your safe place. Let them know that you're trying to understand your own fears and their fears, and that we will be getting through this together. The Rebbe sang about the doves circling the sky, finding us lost. I ask you to consider being together and know that we can do our own seeking. We can be the dove. We can bring that tranquility if we open up our hearts to the Torah, into the whole essence of Shabbos. Give our children, give yourself a foothold, and make it your own. The Aish Kodesh. We need refias, we need yeshivas, but it's all going to start with our acceptance and reacceptance of the Torah Kedosh, of everything that Hashem has given us, and the wonder that is Klal Yisrael. We should be zeicher to see the Mashiach b'mahayra b'yomayni b'kurev mamash.